This cloud of sweet, caramelized, fruity sugar melts in your mouth as you take the first bite. Once this happens, you know you won't stop until you see the end of it. It's sticky, fluffy, and since its debut nearly 120 years ago, cotton candy has remained one of the most popular carnival foods of all time. It quickly became an icon in American food culture. I dare you to find a country fair or cinema where they don't sell this deliciousness. But what are the origins of cotton candy? And what does it owe its success to? Is it because it's healthier carnival food? Or is it because of the person who invented it? Could it be the rebranding cotton candy had in the 1920s? What about the crazy flavors? Fix yourself a snack, keep on watching, and we'll have your answers in a minute. Watching how cotton candy is made is an experience itself. It looks like a magic trick, since it seems to appear out of thin air. And it kinda does. This sweet treat is 70% air. Although the rest is pure sugar, it has no fat, cholesterol, or sodium. This is why cotton candy can be healthier for you than other carnival foods like your funnel cakes or deep-fried Twinkies. Despite being made almost entirely of sugar, it still has less than a can of soda. So how do sugar and air turn into this sweet wonder? Sugar is poured into a machine that heats it until it becomes a liquid syrup. Then the hot strands are put under a centrifugal force that catapults the liquid sugar through holes at the top of the machine. As soon as the sugar comes in contact with the cold air outside, it tries to turn back into its original crystal form. It cools way too fast, leaving its particles in a state of flux and becomes something not quite liquid, not quite solid. Hence its signature cloud-like texture that we all love. The process is fairly similar to turning sand into glass. Scientifically speaking, cotton candy is basically fluffy sugar glass. Now, your teeth might be cringing with all this sugary talk. Plot twist: cotton candy's sweet history started with a dentist. Don't get too excited, though. You'll still have to brush your teeth after eating this much sugar. It might seem like the most unlikely partnership in history, but dentist William Morrison and confectioner John C. Wharton designed the first cotton candy maker back in 1897. The machine made its debut in 1904 at the St. Louis World's Fair, which lasted 7 months. In that time, the dentist candy maker duo sold almost 70,000 boxes of fairy floss. Yeah, that's the name they came up with. And pocketed $17,000. If you're not impressed yet, in today's economy, that would be more than $525 million.
It's a lot of money.
The name fairy floss stuck around for a couple of decades until the mid-1920s, when Joseph Lasco, yet another dentist, invented his own machine and called his concoction cotton candy. Lasco never gained fame from his creation. Nowadays, you wouldn't recognize his device, but the term he coined pretty much replaced the original fairy floss moniker across the globe. I mean, it could be awkward asking for fairy floss at the movies, but I don't know, I'd be okay with it. The traditional cotton candy flavors that'll transport you right to your younger years are cherry, the pink one, and raspberry, the blue one. Today, there are no flavor limits. Gingerbread, anyone? How about some dill pickle? All right, that's crazy talk.
Wow!
And recently, researchers found a way to cross-pollinate cotton candy and grapes to form a new extra sweet fruit.
I can taste it.
I can taste the cotton candy.
A few more innovations like these and kids are going to be out of excuses not to eat their fruits and veggies. Speaking of fruit, not all should be eaten. Did you know that the national fruit of Jamaica is one of the deadliest in the world? Sounds like a topic for another episode of Origins of Food.